Hey, what's up guys? It's NashCrafter and welcome to my channel for a brand new episode here on the Decidedly Vanilla server. We are back today with a very exciting episode. Today we are actually going to be doing a little bit of a collab with another server member. So a lot of you guys might know a friend of mine named Pixlriffs. He is awesome. He's a member here on the server. He also is the main voice of the Hermitcraft recap.
So here we are. Hi Nash, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very good. To start off with, I thought I would offer you a little bit of demolition advice because I saw how hard you were trying to blow up your house in that last episode, and I thought there's a different way we can do this. So if you come over here to the testing area, it's not exactly a formal testing area just yet, but I want to demonstrate something. So have you had much of a chance to play around with these?
No, but I've definitely seen these before.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're thinking what I'm thinking, but I'm going to lay down some obsidian over here.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Pop that on top. This is how you explode something for real. All right, I'm going to take the obsidian out from underneath here, and then you need to step back as far as you possibly can, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I've taken the obsidian out, and you'll notice that the crystal is still floating there. And this is where you want to get a little way back, because these things are a little bit volatile. When they go off, they really go off.
Holy, that is how you do it. Seriously.
Yeah. So stick one of those inside the next house you want to demolish, and you're not going to have any problems, right?
Yeah, seriously. Thank you for the advice. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
no problem. Yeah, and end crystals are a little bit expensive to craft, but if you want to blow something up, there's nothing better. It's them and charged creepers, I think, are the only things that blow up with that kind of blast radius. This has actually led into what I want to do with this area, because you probably saw in the last episode that I put together this little block palette over here, and we are going to turn this into kind of a dinosaur-esque boneyard, kind of like an elephant graveyard sort of thing. One of the things I didn't mention in the last episode I recorded, I said the elephant graveyard from The Lion King was a thing, but also the latest King Kong movie has this incredible graveyard scene where there's all these big old bones from like King Kong's kind of ancestors basically, and so yeah, massive bones sticking up out of the ground, and some of this stuff just to kind of blend it in with the terrain. Maybe some slime is oozing out from here. I brought a little bit of soul sand to add to the palette as well, so I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love this palette. I think it works amazing, like all of the gray tones and the white tones, and I even think the slime block really like is gonna give it a pop too, so I'm very excited.
Yes. I haven't done much building with slime, but I just like the idea of it because it's so clearly slimy. Like you can imagine it kind of oozing out of like cracks in the ground and stuff. Definitely seen a few people use it for that kind of thing. So I think we'll kind of terraform this little area over here into like a kind of pit. Maybe kind of make it a little bit swampy. Throw some soul sand down in here, and maybe do some slime, and then maybe we'll put some dinosaur eggs down here or something. It can be like a little nest.
Yeah, that's perfect. I like that idea.
Because you've been talking about wanting to get out of your like building comfort zone a little bit. So I figured this would be kind of a neat project to involve you in, because I've wanted to do some stuff like this for a little while. But yeah, I think it's always nice to try something a little bit different stylistically. Like you're not building a house, you're kind of getting fresh ideas from doing some terraforming or something like that.
Yeah, and I can honestly say I have never done anything like this. Like normally, like you said, I usually build houses, and I did get stuck in that funk of just doing houses and doing tutor, and like I talked about in my video, and it's tricky, and I'm excited to try this because it's just something I've never even attempted or tried or thought about doing. So it's going to be good to have your help.
Yeah, no problem. When you've been playing Minecraft for so long, it's difficult to kind of come up with fresh ideas, and I think one of the first things I always tend to do is like, right, I'm not going to build a house. Like I either go a little bit nomadic and find some terrain that really inspires me, or I end up like trying to build something that's not a house. Like my first series on DV, like I made like a little mushroom kingdom kind of thing, like a little while back, and that was really fun because it sort of challenged my idea of what a house should look like. The stuff I'd been building on Xbox up until that point was just, standard wood and cobblestone and the usual kind of stuff, but I think this is kind of like that. It's like you pick a crazy theme. You kind of imagine you're designing like a theme park sort of thing almost, and you just kind of go for it.
Yeah.
I have some slime oozing out of the side here, kind of pooling down at the bottom here. I like that. That seems like it'd be fun.
That's so cool. We should get would you be interested in using the brown concrete powder? Would that?
Yes,
good?
absolutely. It'll mix in really well with the dirt and stuff. If we leave some of this dirt, like coarse dirt and things, and mix it in with soul sand and stuff as well. Dude, this is already starting to look really different. Like, it's so fun using blocks like this in the terrain that you don't normally find out in the open, just like slime blocks and stuff.
That looks amazing. It does look like it's oozing too, like it's just like flowing down into that little crevice there.
Yeah, all you have to do is imagine it flowing like water and you get the general effect.
And I love the soul sand. That is awesome.
Soul sand is actually a really underrated block. Like, you don't find people using it like this a whole bunch, but it's good. I've been using it to terraform the bottom of my lake in the jungle, and yeah, it just looks really nice as that kind of like muddy. It's got all the water soaked into it and stuff.
I feel like people often use things the way they're intended. For like the soul sand, they're like, oh, I can only use this to do another wart farm, and that's it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and using blocks kind of out of context is what breathes new life into everything, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I'm throwing down some ferns over here as well. It's kind of cool to have like stuff like that growing down here. I tell you what would be actually really good for like if we're building like a little nest in here with some eggs, having some hay bales or something like that would work quite well.
Oh yeah, like they're kind of like the mother of whatever it was kind of like making sure it was protected.
Yes, yeah, kind of like because people say that dinosaurs actually kind of looked like giant chickens. So just go to a chicken nest and then build it like, you know, about 10 or 100 times bigger, and you got the general effect.
Exactly. We can do that.
Right, I'm gonna run over and get some wheat from Cirque's wheat farm. All right. Let's throw some of this mushroom block down in here. This is like the corner where I'm experimenting with all of the brown textures. We got like there's still some granite in there. There's some brown mushroom in there.
There we go. I'm like one of those people who has to change. If I have like a stair here, I have to change the block underneath. If you can still see it peeking through, like with the path block.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So much detail goes into that stuff.
Well, I was over at your base not too long ago, and it's looking amazing. Like seriously, it looks amazing.
Thank you. I'm trying my best. It's really coming together, and I've got a lot of different sort of disparate ideas that need to kind of come together and be a little bit more cohesive. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. See, already this looks completely different to the crater we started with. This feels like it has character. This is looking pretty nice. I'm kind of circling the perimeter with these larger kind of bones. I don't know, maybe it's a sort of ribcage thing. Maybe it's just there for show. It's just like they planted stakes in the ground and they're like, don't come near here. There's eggs here that we got to protect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And you see what I'm doing with the tops of the bone blocks, just kind of making them look like they've sort of snapped off or that they're kind of pointed to begin with.
Gives us that nice effect, and especially with you changing them around. Oh yeah, and you can see it from this ridge, and it's like, what is that?
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this. This is one of the cool. It's so busy, but like the busyness kind of works for the style because everything is supposed to be so kind of like rough around the edges. It's prehistoric. Nobody was here like mowing the grass. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think like maybe doing a couple more, like you're doing over there, slabs sort of around the edge and stuff. But I think we can probably move on from this and try and connect it to where the skull is. There we go. So yeah, if we get kind of a path going around here, we can maybe throw something down here as well, like maybe another little nest or something like that.
Yeah, this is so cool. I'm so excited.
See, this is what I mean. This is like getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and then finding out that you can build stuff that you never thought possible.
Exactly.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe we're going for right here.
I don't know why I don't think abstract when it comes to Minecraft. I think very literal. I'm just one of those types of people. So building like dinosaur eggs and bones is something that just wouldn't really cross my mind. But
yeah, it doesn't necessarily like occur to you first of all when you think, oh, a Minecraft. Like it's a game where you've got wood and stone and like just there's so much stuff that can be done. And like one of the things I try and do kind of regularly is like I browse stuff like the Reddit and I look for people who are doing interesting and unique projects.
See, and that's what I was hoping, like by doing fantasy, that would train my brain to do. But I've been having such a hard time with just getting my thoughts there and into that fantasy realm, because it's I don't know, even trying like different colors and stuff with doing medieval tutor and all that stuff, it just doesn't, you don't think that way.
I think one of the interesting things about choosing fantasy is that there's so much fantasy is like that kind of Lord of the Rings style thing where everybody still lives in like wooden houses and stuff, and it feels like medieval is kind of ingrained in the fantasy landscape a little bit. And you have to go really far afield to look beyond that as a thing. So if you're thinking about fantasy in terms of like, you know, giant dragon kind of stuff, then you're getting there. Like, it's less about where like the little folk live, and it's more about like, you know, what's the most awesome thing I can build? What's the thing that's really going to make people go when they see it? Like, you know, a big dragon in the sky or a massive castle or stuff like that. You've got to think it with a slightly bigger scale, but yeah, the results are always pretty awesome when you get to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, see, and this is like making me think, like when you said dragon, I was like, oh my god, I want to make a dragon. And yeah, I should make a huge dragon over my castle or something like that.
Absolutely. Don't overthink it either. Like, that's the thing. Like, you get in your own head about this stuff. I'm not saying you, I mean like one does. Like, people in general, builders tend to just think, well, like, you know, I've never done a dragon before, so I can't do it now. Or like, you know, if you look up stuff, it's so easy to get intimidated by how awesome other people are building, but they're most likely either building in creative or they've, you know, drafted it in creative first, and they're just taking a ton of time to make it look awesome in survival.
Definitely. I feel like our viewers are a lot more creative than us sometimes, and they can just
definitely
just spit out some craziness, and it's awesome. Like, it's amazing to see that people want to contribute to your ideas.
Sometimes people in the community, man, they've just got some really, really cool stuff going on. So yeah, it's worth putting the question out there every now and again, like, you know, what does fantasy mean to your community? Like, if you're getting stuck for ideas in that regard, then just be like, what do you guys picture when you, like, send some stuff on Twitter, you know what I mean? Like, or tag me on Instagram and be like, this is like my favorite fantasy artwork, or this is, you know, some stories that I've really liked over the years, and they will come out with some stuff that will surprise you. I can guarantee it. This is looking awesome.
It looks amazing.
Like, I can't believe we've just built this in a matter of minutes.
I know.
Just looks really cool. And obviously, yeah, we can kind of expand it to either side and have more bones and stuff coming up. But this is already looking more or less exactly like what I wanted it to look like. There's just all these odd bones kind of popping up here and there. And I wasn't going to go heavy on like the skulls. I feel like we've got one big skull up there and that's enough. But yeah, just having these odd kind of bones, almost like they could be pillars from something. Like, they don't even have to be bones if you want to think of them as like pillars from a structure, and like there was this walkway over here that's been torn down at some point. I don't know, but it's looking really cool.
And I didn't know what direction we were going with. Like, when you told me this idea, I was kind of like, okay, I don't exactly know what we're doing, but I'm just gonna go with it. And I think we both did that, and it just flowed, and we made this.
it comes together. It really comes together. I'm gonna expand this a little bit more out this way. But yeah, we can kind of keep tinkering with this off camera, and I would love to see what other people end up doing with this build as well, because the build palette is still over there. I've taken the slime blocks down from it, but basically everything is there. So if anybody watching the video who's on the server wants to come along and add stuff to this just to make it feel a little bit more like a community build, then yeah, would love to see it. Like I said, like, two heads are better than one, and we've got plenty of other people on the server who have some crazy creative stuff. Like, have you been to Awuga's base recently?
No, I haven't.
He's building like a dwarven cave underground. Definitely worth watching. Like, he's got some really cool ideas. His nether portal right now looks incredible.
Oh man, I'll have to go over and check it out. What do you want to do about lighting?
Up here where the skull is, I've kind of got the little fire and trapdoors, and I think that looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I love these. So do you want to do a fire pit, or do you want to do the little fire baskets, or both?
Both.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm a fan of both. If we can do more than one thing, then it feels like it's got more variety to it.
This is like one of those Crash Bandicoot games or something.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's any kind of like, yeah, prehistoric level in sort of PlayStation 1 video games. I'm like, yep, I'm fine with that. That's a compliment as far as I'm concerned. All right, I think we're going to leave it at that, folks. I think we've got a lot done here.
Yeah, we did. It looks amazing. I'm so happy with how this turned out.
I'm really happy with it. Nice to do a bit of impromptu terraforming, and it just leads down to that crater where the eggs and stuff are. It almost feels like you're kind of leading down towards some sort of treasure. Maybe we should leave something in there for people to find. I don't know. Who can say? But before we go, I think you wanted to show me some stuff over at your place, right?
Yes. So let's head over. I think the fastest way would be by this portal here. So I want to show you what my castle design is going to kind of look like. It's not done whatsoever. Still got a lot of work, but I just kind of want to show you and get your opinion.
The folks at home, don't judge.
Yeah, seriously, don't judge me. Don't tell KB.
Fully clenched right now. I feel like that's a builder thing as well. We've got that phobia. It's like, I can't fall off.
Yeah,
all my good tools are going to go in the lava. Safe inside the netherrack box.
Yep, we're good. No ghast here. nether castle. Well, it's not going to be a nether castle, but right now it's made of netherrack. It's kind of ugly, but this is going to be the main dome, and it's going to go up really tall, and it's going to have like these kind of wings coming off the side basically, and I want to show you the inside. So if we kind of come along here, this is what I am working on. And
oh.
this is the main hallway.
Oh, don't look down. Oh.
Yep.
Getting vertigo just looking at this, Nash. Wow. That's a lot of digging you've been doing.
It's going to go all the way down to bedrock pretty much.
Skeleton just shot at me. There's like an arrow embedded halfway up the wall.
But yeah, this is going to have like big spikes, and then on the walls there's going to be rooms. And you know how in Harry Potter there's like the staircase that overlap each other and they kind of like change and move?
Oh, I love that.
It's going to be like that, but with bridges going all across.
Super cool.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. This is the start of the castle. Ooh, it's a big dig though, so if you ever want to help me,
oh heck yes, I'm happy to pitch in. This looks so cool. I mean, whenever you do anything like this in Minecraft, you're clearing out a massive area. It automatically just looks like it's impressive. Just like you got this hole in the ground, but it's your hole in the ground, and it's going to be super cool. Like I can totally picture what you're saying with like rooms in the sides and everything, like having this walkway around.
If you're not subscribed to Pixlriffs, you should seriously subscribe because he pretty much made up the whole idea to do the Boneyard, and he has an amazing jungle base going. So please,
yeah, it's
please
all right.
subscribe.
I do okay. I do okay.
No, it's amazing.
Well, this was a pleasure. I had a lot of fun.
I did too.
Yeah, I look forward to doing more of this. I'll definitely come back and even if I don't have the time to pitch in, I will definitely come back and tour this place when it's looking a little bit more put together. And feel free to stop by the jungle anytime. We have a very good zombie spawner. You know, low rates, pretty good. So.
But thank you for coming and touring and seeing this. I'll have to have you, like you said, critique it when it's kind of finished. But
I'll put my art critic monocle in and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, I'm gonna get going. Take it easy, Nash.
You too. Bye. So guys, that was an amazing collab with Pixlriffs. Again, thank you so much to Pix for just coming out and doing a video with me and asking me to be a part of this awesome project, because I really do think this turned out amazing. I'm so happy with our progress, and just like it was so fun to just sit and chat and work at the same time and just get this done, and it just came together so like seamlessly, and it was just a really cool thing. So thank you again, Pixlriffs, for just inviting me to do this. He came up with the idea because the bone bridge is obviously right there, that we wanted a really nice pathway into this boneyard. One thing he mentioned that I really liked is he saw on the Reddit that someone said this kind of looked like footprints, so it looks like it's been trotted on a little bit, which is awesome. And I just love this. It really has given me a new outlook on building a little bit more creatively and using a crazy block palette, something that I would never do. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and thank you guys for tuning into my channel. And again, a huge thank you to Pixlriffs for bringing me on this project and helping me and kind of teaching me how to think a little bit more creatively and get out of my comfort zone. And this project definitely got me out of my comfort zone, and I'm just so excited, and I really love the way this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to head over to Pixlriffs' channel and check him out, because he truly does make some of the best quality videos I've seen. He puts so much thought and so much detail into his channel and his videos, and I highly suggest you guys check him out if you haven't. And also don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel and you guys are new. Thank you again. I will talk to you very soon. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.